Okay, one more video for now. I want to talk about a concept that I'm calling quest-based networking. So recently I've had to start looking for a job again for the first time in 6 years. And I hear a lot of times, the traditional application methods you still have to do, but everybody's always talking about networking. And I didn't know how to square that with my reaction to the word networking, which is kind of like, I don't like that, but I've always admired people who were excellent networkers because they were able to build community and create value for people in a way that felt authentic, but I could never figure out what framework to use for myself to make that happen until recently. A couple of weeks ago, I came up with this quest-based networking framework of thinking about how networking, what it means to me. And I imagine myself as an adventurer with a large, I like nautical themes, so like a large ship. And that ship has a cargo hold and an incomplete map and a compass. And when I'm networking, what I'm doing is I'm sailing that ship around. And if you imagine each person living on an island, uh, I'm visiting islands and I'm entering someone else's space and I'm asking them, not in a way I'm not begging them for a job. I'm not asking them for somebody who knows a job. I'm not asking for anything. I'm actually just there to see if I have anything in my cargo hold that might be of use to that person, or if there's something that I could keep an eye out on my adventures. And then I'm just asking for directions to another island where there might be someone there that would be great to talk to and have the exact same conversation. The reason that I like this framing is because it makes the quest about me. I'm not visiting an individual asking them to finish my quest. It's my quest. I'm looking for the job, or I'm trying to find a space for my speaking gigs, or I'm trying to find my friend a drumming instructor, or whatever it is, right? But it's not the job of the person who lives on the island that I'm visiting to solve any of my problems. I'm there as a visitor, it's their space. And as a networker, we intentionally sail around to different islands and ask people very specific questions. Can I help you with anything that I have? Can I write down anything that you need? And then can you give me the directions? I like to say it's like the singing. Is there anyone else that would appreciate the singing telegram of this exact same conversation? Because it lowers the temperature on the discussion. I'm not asking for anything. I think that's where I was getting hung up, and I think a lot of people were getting hung up on the concept of networking is like constantly asking for, constantly seeking. No, that's not the conversation at all. I want to have a great conversation. I want to see if I can make any new connections, and then I want to go out and talk with more people. And doing this systematically with as many people as you can by first explaining what I mean by networking or community building, taking notes on what people need and thinking about their lives so that I can either provide them something that they may not even realize they could be useful, or make an introduction to two people, and then asking them specifically, hey, are there any directions to another island, or is there anyone else that might value a discussion like this? And over time, having these discussions leads to a community instead of this kind of like sleazy, salesy feeling. So that's the framework that I am taking forward to networking, and that's how I think about networking. Hopefully, that's something that might help you unstick on when you hear people say networking, but you don't really know what that means. Maybe this concept will help you reframe it so that it sounds like something that's actually valuable for everyone, instead of this transactional feeling.